When the Daisy Bradford 3 oil well blew in on October 3rd, 1930, East Texas, and in some ways even the world, was changed forever. Keeping that legacy alive is the goal of the Gaston Museum, as Joan Hallmark shows us in tonight's Proud of East Texas.
Joinerville is pretty much a ghost town now, but oh, what a history this little town has.
This actually depicts the gusher as it came in. The Daisy Bradford came in on October 3rd, 1930, and was the first discovery well, and from there, history was made.
Gaston Museum Director Stephanie Osteen is one of a handful of people who are determined that this important and colorful era of East Texas history won't be forgotten.
We, as grandchildren, have promised to try and keep this open, so we're moving in an educational direction, not only about the oil field, but about how things were in life, you know, how the families lived, how they went to school, what they did.
Joinerville is named for driller Dad Joiner, who brought in the Daisy Bradford on the third try on the Bradford farm. The discovery of oil near Joinerville opened up the great East Texas oil field. In the midst of America's Great Depression, there were jobs in East Texas, and people moved in by the tens of thousands.
We had a movie filmed right here in Joinerville. It was Strike It Rich, and it was Bonita Granville and Rod Cameron.
Churches and businesses flourished in Joinerville, and at the center of it all was the Gaston School, where oil money bought the best athletic equipment, band instruments, and top teachers. Oil field workers, for the most part, were poor. The term oil field trash became a name later worn with pride. But the children of these workers received the best education available anywhere.
We've had lots of very important people come out of this little bitty community.
One wing of the museum is devoted to the military, appropriate since even Winston Churchill is to have said that East Texas oil floated the Allies to victory in World War II.
But it all started out as a tent.
A tent house made from an original worker's tent, an old diner where Gaston students once gathered, and a Dixie gas station, all donated by the White family, complete the Gaston Museum complex. Dad Joiner died pretty much a pauper after selling his leases to legendary millionaire H.L. Hunt. And the community of Joinerville is almost empty, as its citizens moved off to other jobs and opportunities. But a visit to the Gaston Museum brings all those oil boom days back to life for its visitors and for Stephanie Osteen and others who are keeping the legacy alive. Until next time, from Gaston Museum in Joinerville, I'm Joan Hallmark.
You can visit the Gaston Museum Thursdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can also schedule your very own visit by calling the museum.